all remember Casman Chadwick.
Gentlemen, ladies, cars across the street.
Right now we're here to review the brand new film that just came out, but
The Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, it came out. It's not even a week old yet.
yeah, and we just got back from it, and we're here
It's
to
12:30 in the morning.
and we're here to review the film just for all of you, because I know you all want to hear our opinions of it. Guys, as a dedicated fan of Spider-Man, I'll let you take the ball.
It was alright. Certain things about it I didn't like. I didn't like the overall design of the lizard. I think that he lacked lizard-like elements. His face definitely needed to be elongated some more. I mean, he just kind of looked like a really, really stacked human with like no scales and a tail and claws and stuff. So like he really lacked some features that they should have added into him. I thought that the movie was okay. Did a decent job pushing the story forward. I mean, in terms of like origin-wise, it's not. I mean, they didn't spend very much time focusing on the parents at all. It was mostly just him fighting the lizard pretty much throughout the entire thing. So, the storyline moved. It just didn't move in an origin type way. So it's kind of weird in that way. And general consensus, yeah, it was alright. There were only like 5 people in the seats, so obviously the general consensus is, not even a week old. You're only filling 5 seats in a theater.
Well, they also had like 3 other theaters playing it in the same cinema. They had 3 other theaters.
General consensus, first 2 are still the best. Tobey Maguire has been typecast as Spider-Man now. The fact that they changed that was really dumb. I liked the original Uncle Ben as well. So.
Going to, because you mentioned the adults, or the parents in the film, and I think they were, in the beginning, obviously that's how the movie began, was kind of like a flashback kind of thing. It's kind of seemed like it when we watched the film, like they were pushing that storyline, and then all of a sudden just stopped.
Yeah.
And then it went to a different direction, and it just it was kind of awkward, and there's a sarcastic Spider-Man, which was entertaining, I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was pretty funny.
Yeah, the thing that they're doing now with the Marvel stuff is that they're applying a lot of comedy into that, like with the Avengers. They just that one punch and Thor goes flying. It's all fine and dandy, but
Does that fit though? Does comedy fit in these kind of movies?
The fact that they're pretty much replacing action with comedy, which doesn't work for me. I still laugh at some of the parts and everything, whatever, but I think that they spend too much time working with the comedy aspect as opposed to creating a good story. I feel that Marvel's really going downhill recently. Ever since X-Men Origins, really, they haven't. Really, Thor was fantastic. The Avengers was good. Other than that, I don't think I've seen a good Marvel movie since
the original Spider-Man?
Either X2 or Iron Man 1. Really. Everything since then has just gone downhill. And I think it's because they're putting too much comedy in it and not really focusing on the story and the action. Because, really, it's a superhero movie. It's supposed to be about action, not comedy.
Do you think, because this movie was the 4th one in the Spider-Man film series, or I don't know if the original 3 are connected in any way, but do you think this film is affected or will be affected by fans of the original because they've had 3 previous movies before this one? So people are going to compare this Peter Parker, the new one, I forget his name, who's the actor.
Garfunkel kid, whatever his name is.
Garfield. We'll probably fix it on the screen. he's always going to be compared to Tobey Maguire.
Yeah,
Do you think that must affect it a little bit because there's fans of the original that
you
might
can't
not
just
like
change the whole cast and you go back in time and not expect some kind of comparison there.
Mm.
Everyone is going to compare this movie to the
The
others.
original.
The first two were great. The third one, I mean, that was just a sissy movie. And then this one, it's, I mean, which sucks because the third
Start
one,
over.
the third one, the Sandman, man, looked like he jumped straight out of the comic books. That was fantastic. But then Tobey Maguire was just such a baby in that movie. And they messed up Venom. It was awful. This movie, it's okay. I'd say it's better than the third one, but not nearly as good as the first two. So,
Yeah, I would have to agree, but there's a couple of things that are confusing in this movie anyways, because the first movie of the Spider-Man is completely different because this new one is basically starting over.
well, yeah, and that's the thing,
It's
because
kind of confusing because there's so many different characters now.
they went and basically took the first half of the first one and just remade it, and then changed the bad guy and changed the cast. That's pretty much what they did. They pretty much, because it goes through the whole, oh, you got bit by a spider thing all over again. It just tells it differently.
Yeah.
So it's, I mean, it's hard to say if they're going to try to do something, because with stuff like Batman it works because they have it in different sets.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just going to be finishing up the conclusion to the Dark Knight set here soon,
Mm-hmm.
in the next week or so. And so, I mean, if they're going to start something like that, you know, they kind of did the X-Men Origins thing, which, seriously, they just need to give that up, because that was a fail right from the first one. So, X1, X2 were great, X3 was a bummer, X Origins was a disaster, and X-Men First Class was even worse. So, seriously, X-Men people, you just gotta stop.
Important question. Mary Jane or Gwen?
You know, that's a huge topic for a lot of people, and a lot of people are gonna, I think, side with Gwen because it's the classic and everything. And I personally, I'm sticking with Gwen, even though didn't think she was as great as the commercials made her out to be. Still better than Mary Jane, because here's my defense: all she did was suck face the entire movie.
But, because you say Gwen, a lot of people would say Gwen, but do you think, because there are people like myself who didn't read the comic books, not familiar with Gwen, not really familiar with the entire concept, but do you think more people are going to side with Mary Jane because she had 3 movies? Gwen, this is the first appearance of Gwen Stacy in any of the movies. Do you think people are going to side more with Mary Jane because of that?
No, I don't think so. I think that people are going to go for the classics, especially since Mary Jane, she didn't really do too well. I don't think that most people actually liked her in the movies. I don't really know. Can't speak for the majority, but that's my 2 cents.
Did they cast the right actors, do you think, for Gwen?
No, I don't think so. I think that they should have picked someone else for Gwen. Yeah. After seeing that, the commercials made her seem a lot better.
Yeah. So overall, I personally, if I had to give a 5-star rating to this, I would probably at least give it a 3, which would make it a little bit above average. Do you think that's good, or do you think
I'd give it a 2.5. I'd peg it as the medium.
On the borderline of average?
Yeah. I'd say, I mean, it's not bad, it's not good.
Would you see The Amazing Spider-Man 2 if they had made one? Which I think they maybe possibly, not possibly.
I'm gonna say probably, but it depends on where they take it
And how they
and what the bad guy is.
Yeah, it depends on the bad guy.
I like to watch movies based on who's the villainist.
Yeah, because why was The Dark Knight so successful? Because Heath Ledger was such a good...
Heath Ledger was the Joker.
Was the Joker.
The Dark Knight series didn't become popular until that.
Heath Ledger...
Nobody cared about Batman.
If you watch our previous episode, Best and Worst of 2011, me and Kayla talked about the Heath Ledger situation. You might want to check that out on our YouTube account.
That was fantastic.
Was that a good plug?
That was the best movie.
Yeah.
couple of years, whatever.
Yeah, Dark Knight. What is it? Dark Knight Rises? Is that the next one?
Yep.
That comes out July 20th in theaters near you.
July 19th, I think, actually.
1920.
Might need
Either
a correction on that.
Yeah. Just comment below, or we'll might fix it on the screen.
Either case, do not miss that. That's going to be epic.
Our next review might be about that movie. Who knows? Anyways, this has been our review for The Amazing Spider-Man.
At 12:30 a.m.
I hope you enjoyed this review, and you know, I don't feel like listing our websites. Just click the info box below us, and it has all our information.
We'll put it on the screen when we're not completely tired.
Maybe that too. We'll probably have me and Kaz's information down there. Who knows? Anyways,
Call me.
until next time, America. This has been Norm O'Byer.
And Kaz.
They don't sponsor us. You shouldn't be drinking that.
It's fine.
It's 12:30 in the morning when you're not going to be able to sleep. You need to go to camp tomorrow.